and Renans to actually cooperate.
A silver lining, I suppose. At least they've stopped quarreling, even if it's only temporary.
Because their lives are in danger. Pretty obvious.
Alphen?
Go back to play Tales of Rise. DLC.
No. We'll talk later.
Today we're going to do the EX skill quest. After this cutscene, because we can't teleport yet.
I think we're ready. Let's all rest up today. Then tomorrow, we'll head out to confront Nazamil.
Well, after the quest, Alpha.
What she's doing right now.
She's still under the mask's control. It is possible that she can't see or feel anything.
Even so, her heart is crying out. And I think it's my fault that it is.
Your fault? How do you figure?
I've been thinking about it non-stop. When we had to fight Nazamil, where did I go wrong? Nazamil tried to take over people's minds, to control them. That is wrong. There's no excuse for it. But in the end, ultimately, she did it for us.
Yeah, she did say that.
She thought she was doing the right thing.
She had no place where she belonged. To her, it must have seemed like the rest of the world didn't even exist. So when she joined us, it was like we became her entire world.
We were her first friends. So, when we rejected her too...
It meant Nazamil lost her whole world. That's why she was so devastated that she tried to erase her own mind.
From the beginning, all she wanted was to earn our approval. And I flat out rejected her. Because I didn't understand. I was so focused on rebuking her actions that I couldn't empathize with her.
Let's show her we're sorry. Then we can hold hands with her, like we did before.
I'm sure the charm will help us reconnect.
Hopefully, you're right. Now,
Shouldn't you get some sleep?
In theory, yes. But I knew you were off by yourself somewhere, lost in thought.
all alone.
Can't hide anything from you, can I?
You're the ocean's great waves. Okay, I'll
I'm
stop.
sorry. No, I guess I should say thank you.
Thanks for what, exactly?
For letting me drag you into this life of non-stop travel. For staying with me for all this time. For everything. I've been called a hero, a destroyer, and things even worse than that. But you stayed with me, Shion.
Even right now, as you're thanking me, Nazamil is all you can think about, right?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. That's just who you are, Alphen. But the truth of the matter is, that's why I'm here. If you weren't such a caring person, that wouldn't be the case.
Shion.
And besides, you're not the only one who's worried about Nazamil. I couldn't sleep either. When I look at her, I see myself. Saddled with a fate she never wanted. Treated like an outsider by everybody. Alone. You know that pain. Really, I think that we all do. Every one of us has scars like Nazamiel's. You're the one who saved me, Alphen. And along the way, I think we've all managed to save each other. That's why I want to help Nazamiel however I possibly can. I want her to feel like she's not alone anymore.
Yeah. Listen. There's something that I've been wanting to tell you. I think I'm ready to say it. Now that I'm prepared to move forward. Shion, would...
Now's not the time.
What?
Not while we still have more important things to do.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I think she knew what he was gonna say.
You're right.
She knew.
Try not to look so worried. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Is that all right?
You're always 5 steps ahead of me.
Aw.
All right. Did everybody get enough rest?
Yep.
Let's get moving. Nazamiel is waiting for us.
Let's show her she has friends who care about her.
And put an end to this chaos once and for all.
That's right. Then we can have a tasty meal together.
I guess that means I'll have to put all of my cooking skills to work then.
It's time. We're bringing her back, no matter what.
Hold you to that.
We need to avoid provoking those masked guys.
Yeah. Imagine if they all swarmed us at once.
Hey, quit it!
I don't know. I think you're enough to swarm someone. Alright. Let's start the EX quest, shall we?
We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
At first, random quest here.
Hey.
Because why not? I'm not gonna do this one though.
What was that?
Got it.
Yeah, we're not doing this side quest. Screw that.
I hope Tilsa's...
Sure, it'll be fine.
I'm hungry! So hungry! I can eat a whole horse by myself!
Get used to it.
Speaking of dinner, I think it's Shion's turn to cook tonight, right?
I believe so. Let's ask if she can get started sooner rather than later. If for no other reason than to settle law down.
Sheesh law.
Something wrong?
Hush. They sound quite excited about something.
From what I've heard, a lot of people have been copying Kagari and Notio's wedding ceremony from last year.
We're the only ones ever to get married?
It's a traditional Renin ceremony, but ever since they got married, it's gotten super popular, even among Danon couples.
The whole thing was just so lovely. It was my first time attending a wedding, but I can definitely see the appeal.
Lovely, yeah. Oh,
She
and
didn't
all
seem
the
upset
food
not to
served
have
was
a wedding.
delicious too.
I know, there was so much food, but everything they served was carefully chosen. And you could taste the care put into every bite. And the flowers. The arrangement they chose for Kagari's bouquet was a perfect fit for her. Also, during the banquet after the ceremony, Kagari and Notio were telling me the whole story about how they found their new house. They said it was okay if it was simple and bare bones. They just wanted a warm place where they could spend their days together. I want that too.
Oh.
Joyous ceremony for a loving couple
You
starting
do?
a new life together. I guess dreams really can come true. It was a perfect day.
Sounds like someone may have been taking notes.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, Kisara, how about you?
Me? Well, I certainly don't think marriage is the most important thing in life. That said, I'll admit having a wedding ceremony does seem nice.
Really? It sounds like you both feel the same way then. Oh, speaking of which, Kisara, do you remember what you said at Kagari and Notio's ceremony? About the bouquet toss?
You mean how if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll end up always being single and alone? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. As it turns out, that isn't true at all.
What? It isn't?
Apparently not. I actually just found out recently myself. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned it without checking first.
This is quite an interesting conversation. In more ways than one.
Isn't it though, Alpha?
Seriously? Who cares about weddings and all that kind of stuff? Let's go already, I'm starving!
If we must. Personally, I feel it's rather boorish of you to spoil their fun.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys talking about
Don't be
weddings?
rude.
Oh, you three are finally back. Yeah, it turns out weddings are all the rage these days.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard the same. There is no denying that Notio and Kagari's ceremony was a delightful occasion, filled with warmth and understanding.
That's for sure. Even after the ceremony was over, Shion just kept going on and on about how nice it had been.
I don't know about that.
Really? I guess I never realized.
Law must be misremembering, that's all. Anyway, I've got a dinner to make.
Seems like it's a bit of a touchy subject for her. It would probably be best not to press her on it.
What is it, Alphen? Is something the matter?
No, sorry, I'm just realizing that there's so much I don't know. I had no idea that weddings were popular, and Shion was so interested in them.
Yeah.
Don't let it get to you. Paying attention to such things is simply not in your nature.
Damn, Dohalim. Are you trying to cheer the poor guy up or rub salt in the wound?
No, it's fine, Law. Dohalim is right. Still, it's something I need to work on.
Oh, yeah.
It could get me into real trouble in the future. Maybe someday I'll, find someone I want to marry. If my bride is someone who cares deeply about the wedding ceremony, then that means it should be important to me, too. I don't want to use my own ignorance as an excuse to make my bride-to-be do all the planning. It
No.
would be a huge burden for one person to carry, right?
That may be the case, but I'm still not sure what you're getting at.
I just think that it's important to know about weddings. Not only weddings, but marriage in general. I need to learn more about them so I can be prepared. I want to do some research and fill in the gaps in my knowledge. That way I'll have the
Then do
confidence
it.
to help out and make informed decisions when the time comes. But I've never done something like this before. I have no idea where to even begin. So,
You're saying you want us to help you out? You got it! To be honest, I don't really know that much about the subject myself, though.
thanks, Law.
Ilion.
Speaking of which, you should definitely make sure to ask Shion for help.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably nothing about nuptials that she doesn't know.
No. Sorry, but I, want to keep this a secret from her. Because,
Oh? Ooh.
doing this for my own benefit. So I want to do as much of it as possible on my own, without being a burden on anyone else. I realize I'm asking for some assistance from all of you guys, but I don't want to bother Shion with this. If I did, then I'd end up relying on her too much. I really want to avoid that. So, I want to do this research, but I also want to keep Shion from finding out about it. Can you help me?
Whoa, that was a whole lot of words. But I think I get what you're trying to say. You could have just said you don't want to cause trouble by not knowing anything. Because
Pretty
your
easy to
friends just
understand,
told you to
well.
marry Shion.
You need to work on your filter law. You don't have to say every thought that pops into your head. You aren't a little kid, are you?
Sorry.
My. Those growing pains can sure pack a wallop.
At any rate, I think I speak for all of us when I say we are sympathetic to your cause. We shall assist in your research and keep it to ourselves. You should go about this endeavor in your own way. If you do not wish to involve Shion at this time, then so be it. But be mindful that should she find out, you'll likely need to explain all of this to her.
Oh, yeah.
The pursuit of knowledge is a noble one. I'm rooting for you, Alphen.
Thanks, all of you. I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity to gather as much info as I can.
Good luck, Alphen. Don't trip. Don't want to make our good old girl sad.
So, Alphen, what kind of information are you after first? What's the most important thing to know about weddings?
Flowers, maybe?
You know, Shion was saying something about bouquets.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Rinwell?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
We heard you, girl.
I agree, though. Flowers that match the bride are a must.
They are, right? By the way, will our cover be okay? I don't want Shion to know what I'm up to.
We're good. Kisara's on Shion distraction duty, so we should have plenty of time. We'll make sure Shion keeps busy while you're gathering information. That way you should be able to keep it a secret from her.
Thanks. I don't mean to cause trouble for everyone just because of some weird whim of mine.
We don't mind. But be sure to explain everything to Shion at some point.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Better.
you need info on flowers. What do you want to know exactly?
What kind of flowers are best for a wedding? If there are any special kinds you need? That kind of thing.
I think you should talk to an expert on the subject. Anyone come to mind?
Well, I don't know how much he knows about flowers, but Mahavar sailed around the world. Maybe somewhere on his travels he picked up some knowledge about flora.
He's taken us out on his ship lots of times, starting with our pursuit of Almadria.
Yeah,
He's a
very,
whistle
very
now, right?
sucky character.
I'm pretty sure that's what Dohalim said.
Let's go see if he can help.
We can't go wrong. I love it. Alpha needs as much help as he can get. Let's be real here. Alright. Are we teleporting everywhere? This should be able to help you too. Hopefully. I did look a little bit at least where to go in this quest. I'll admit that. I looked at where to go. But I didn't really look at the scene,
I was
so...
able to distract Shion. I hope she doesn't suspect anything.
That's great, Kisara. The way forward is clear now, thanks to you.
Yeah! Let's hurry and go ask Mahavar about the
Hurry before she gets suspicious.
flowers.
You cannot get caught by Shia.
Hurry it up, Alphen! Hey, you too, Lord Man!
Haste makes waste, young one.
Oh, don't even start with me on that. Come on, we're keeping everyone waiting.
He's right. Shion and Rinwell must be getting impatient with us, too.
I don't believe that's the case. Look, they seem to be enjoying themselves.
What are they
It
talking
feels
about?
so comforting to just sit quietly side by side next to each other. And being able to follow through with something you've set your mind to like that. It's dependable, you know?
Wow, you really have a soft spot for that sort of thing, don't you?
Are they talking about...
Yeesh. Kinda awkward if we butted in now, right, Alphen?
Not at all. We should say something.
No, no. It would be rude of us to interrupt. Let us assess the situation and choose the time to make our entrance with propriety.
You mean eavesdrop?
Personally, I really like those light, nimble movements. There's a graceful fluidity to them. And the strike that comes afterwards, it's always so cool, no matter which way you look at it.
And they just start talking shit.
Strike? Hold up.
For me, it's the poise I'm fond of. That dignified demeanor never seems to falter, all while staying alert and being receptive to even the most subtle shift in sounds.
Sounds.
I know. And those big, beautiful, thoughtful eyes. I keep finding myself inadvertently gazing into them.
Big, beautiful, and thoughtful?
She's right. Alphen does have beautiful eyes.
If anyone has thoughtful eyes, it's Dohalim.
But surely Big Eyes refers to Law?
I can't wait to see Zare again.
Yes. Yes. What, you guys touch yourself for you? Get real. Don't be silly. All right.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Barely.
Mahavar, can we have a minute?
Oh, Alphen! How you been? What's with the serious face?
I've come to glean some of your worldly knowledge. Do you know...
Flowers? For a wedding?
Yeah. Do they need to be a special kind? Any practical information you have would be helpful. I think some kind of pretty white flowers would be best.
Whoa there, hold on just a minute. I'm glad you thought of me for advice, but... You know, I'm not really the flower type.
Oh, can't you remember anything? It's super important.
If the flowers are for a wedding, then why not just use whatever kind of flowers the bride and groom both...
There's no particular type that I like.
Oh.
Heck, I barely even know the names of any flowers.
Wait, Alphen, it's your... I think I get it now. In that case, I'll give it some more thought. Maybe... Nah, that's all wrong. Oh! There's a Calaglian legend that's perfect for this kind of thing.
A legend?
Yeah, they say there's a rare flower that grows only in Calaglia. The legend goes that if you wear it, you'll be happy forever.
Really? I'd never heard that one.
Now that you mention it, I think I read about that flower before.
If you ask the Calaglians, I'm sure they could tell you more.
Then it's probably quickest to ask the Crimson Crows for info.
Thanks, Mahavar. I knew I could count on you.
Same goes for you. I won't press you for details on your plans, but...
Thanks. See you around.
A flower that makes you happy when you wear it. What a beautiful legend for Calaglia to have.
It may be difficult tracking down real information about the legend, though. It sounds more like an ancient fairy tale.
We'll have better luck if we ask people in the area where the flower can be found.
We must find it. It's for Shion. Sorry. Forgive me.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Tilsa, I didn't know you'd come back here.
Yeah, I switch off between here and Pelagian. What's with you, Alphen? You in some kind of trouble?
No, not exactly. I'm looking for a certain flower. I heard that a flower that makes you happy when you wear it grows around here.
A flower that what? It sounds like crazy talk.
It's supposed to be rare and only grows in Calaglia. You haven't heard of it?
Rare, huh? It could be that one flower. You know, the white one that grows in the Iglia wastes.
Oh, that one. I've certainly never seen it anywhere else, but... So why do you need this flower that makes you happy anyway?
I'm, doing some research on wedding ceremonies. In my research, I heard about a perfect flower that grows in Calaglia, so I decided to track it down.
I see. Wedding ceremonies, huh? If you're looking into that kind of thing, I assume you...
You've got your reasons, right, Alphen? I wish nothing but the best for you. However, the area where that flower grows has been full of Zeugles recently. They may have trampled all the flowers fled.
Guess we'll just have to go and see. Thank you for all the information.
Hang on, why are Tilsa and Nath grinning like fools?
You figure it out. You think maybe he wants the flowers to make a bouquet? To give to someone?
You mean, Alphen, you planning on making someone special the happiest woman in the world?
Wait a minute, I never said anything like that.
Oh, Alpha, don't be modest.
I'm simply trying to learn more about weddings.
Okay, Alphen, whatever you say.
You traitor! I'm supposed to be the first, then it's your turn!
Oh, shut up.
No, you're misunderstanding. It's really not like that. Nath, back me up here.
If we're jumping to conclusions, then just ignore that ignoramus and go off to find the flowers. But be careful.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Wait, Alphen!
Yeah.
Ah, damn it!
It still amazes me every time he does that.
Yeah, the way they grow before your eyes really is astounding.
Hey, Dohalim, what would happen if you tried to cast that on a person instead of a plant?
I don't know.
They
I
die.
never made the attempt.
Are you...
I'll heal you all!
Hey, when did I get so far?
Clear for us up there. I'll smash you! Demon Fang!
Here, let me help.
Enough to that!
Ready to go!
Blazing Blade!
Far enough! There you go!
Just kick this! Demon Fang! Swallow down!
Oh, man.
Destruction! Sanguine Zero! It's too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up! Demon Fang!
On your knees.
Ready! I'm out of ammo. Astral energy!
Say no more. More Zeugles?
Keep calm and take them down! Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Mm-hmm.
And still as humble as ever.
Don't worry about it, Shion.
Looks like you're not planning to...
We're not doing anything fishy.
How upsetting. Might desire to do so has not changed in the slightest.
Come on! You just defeated an enemy! I can carve through armor! Burn!
You know, you gotta want to shield. Like, what are we doing? Happens like nothing.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Here, let me help.
Swallow blade!
They got me.
Are you okay? Get yourself fixed up.
Right. I'll do that now.
Oh,
Another incantation ruined.
Here, let me help.
Let me free you of your power. Dispel.
Strike with the earth!
Oh, this one.
Talon Hurricane! Orochi's Fury! Double Demon Fang! This one's all mine! Swallow Dance! Double Demon Fang! I'll incinerate them! No further!
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue. I'll face you too. The Talon Nation!
Thank you, Dohalim. The fight is easier with fewer enemies.
oh yeah.
One at a time. Yes?
Right. I'll follow your lead. Denied!
Denied. Are you a knight to me?
Blue Escape! Demon Fang!
Storm!
Ice tornado!
Orochi's Fury!
Here, let me help.
Double Demon Fang! Bloody Talon Hurricane!
They really are beautiful flowers.
Oh
They've all
yeah.
been trampled, like we feel.
This is high up in the air, by the way. The highest part, Delightly.
There are a few that aren't harmed. So these are the flowers that can make you happy. Got it. Learned something new.
It was nice to see the real thing. Since we took care of the Zoogles that trampled them, they should grow back soon.
What did you just tell Shion to walk off? Oh, she's gonna be fishy as
You're
heck.
right. If someone wants them for a wedding bouquet, they'll probably be able to pick some here.
Mm-hmm. Well, we alpha.
Though it may take a while for enough to bloom for a whole bouquet. Something wrong, Rinwa?
It's nothing. I just had a lonely thought.
What?
Lonely? What thought?
I was imagining your wedding. Your bride might be
It's obviously her.
someone very close to me. A dear friend. This was just a thought, remember? But if it is someone like that, I'd naturally be overjoyed for two people I love. But at the same time, I'd probably feel a little like I was losing my closest friend.
Rinwell.
Alphen, if it does turn out that way, you have to promise me you'll take care of her forever.
Ah, he
Kimmy.
will.
I can't even picture it without welling up.
Rinwell, I haven't made any decisions about my future. So you should put thoughts like that out of your head. But you really care about that friend of yours, don't you? I'm sure if this friend heard what you just told me, she'd be very happy. I feel like I should thank you.
Okay, we know who it is.
Thanks, Rinwell.
You're welcome.
Game acting like we don't know who
Sorry
he's
for
gonna.
wasting your time with my crazy thoughts.
I mean, I'm used to it at this point, Rinwell. I'm used
And
to
I
it.
had another idea. When a bride throws the bouquet, only one person can catch it, right? I always thought that was unfair. Maybe you can do something about that. Like, give one flower to each person or something.
Isn't throwing the bouquet part of the fun? If you hand out flowers instead, then won't some people be disappointed?
Yeah, Rinwell.
You may be right. Maybe there's some other way. What do you think, Hoodle?
Bitch, I have your
We'll
5
talk it
wives.
over. If we come up with something good, then maybe it'll take off.
I already have 5 wives. What are you talking about, Rinwell? Nice. Mission accomplished.
Hey, Hoodle! Think we could discuss that bouquet we were talking about earlier?
Sounds fun. What did you want to talk about?
Shion! Nothing. We were just playing around.
Really?
You ever wonder if Shion is suspicious and already knows that we're doing something like this? Just a thought. Put it past that girl. I mean, she's not dumb. But we'll see. We'll see if we'll get away with this.
Let's get back to gathering info on wedding ceremonies. You and Rinwell looked into flowers, right? So what's next on the docket?
I'm thinking food should be next. The food at Kagari's wedding was really amazing. I still remember it.
That's so. Hey, didn't I hear something real similar from Shion? Oh, that was close. I almost let something slip.
I don't know anything about that. I just have an interest in wedding foods. What should be served, how it should be prepared, stuff like that.
True, you can't just serve anything you want that tastes good. If you served hot dogs at a wedding, people would riot.
Yeah. Wedding food should be a treat for the guests. So I'm sure Danins and Renins will each prefer different things.
Let's start by looking into the Renin side.
Yeah, I agree. We can begin by asking Dohalim.
Ah, sorry. Dohalim's on Shion distraction duty. I'm doing my best to keep her in the dark too, so we've got to be sure she doesn't overhear us.
I see. In that case, maybe Dohalim's friends Avakir and Faria can help us out.
He's just wondering,
Those two that were on
why isn't Alphen hanging out with me?
Legion now, right?
Is he feeling alright?
Yeah, that's a good place to start. Let's go see him and see what they have to say.
Alphen, I might go Monica on your butt. Wait, what? Jishion.
Dinner at a wedding reception. What would you pick for the menu, Law?
I'd want a bunch of tasty meat. Just pile my plate with meat, and I'll be happy as a
Of course you would.
I should have known you'd say that. And I imagine you're not the only one who feels that way.
Right? But since it's a fancy shindig, I guess you probably need some fancy food, too.
True. I hope Avakir and Faria can give me some good suggestions. Menancia always soothes my soul.
I no longer rule here, but it still pleases me to hear you say so.
You deserve some credit, man. Menancia couldn't be what it is now without your help.
He's right, Dohalim. Still, it has plenty of room to grow.
That's right. Which means our work is far from over.
Let's do everything we can to help Menancia improve, bit by bit.
Here's you. We're not doing anything. Nothing suspicious. Alphen's just, thinking. Just thinking and stuff. La 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 la. It's really like, come on, Alphen. We know what you want to do.
I know it's sudden, but Dohalim's busy, so we were hoping the two of you could tell us a bit about Renin customs.
I'm surprised you'd come to us, but we'd be happy to help out a friend of Dome's.
Oh, really? It's good to know.
Huh. I didn't know weddings were popular here. They're a custom that goes way back on Renin.
What kind of food do you serve at Renin weddings?
Let's see. For the guests... Oh, you've got to have a huge cake.
The bride and groom cut the cake together in front of all the guests, then feed each other a slice.
They feed each other? I'd be too embarrassed to do something like that.
Wait, Alphen, are you asking about weddings to prepare for your own? In that case, you've got to make sure your partner has a say. But I guess that would be tough if you want to make it a surprise.
No. I'm just curious, so I'm doing some research.
Oh, Alphen.
I'm not keeping this a secret because I want to surprise someone.
Yes,
I'm just not familiar with the customs and want to learn.
Yes, you do.
I see. Seeking knowledge on subjects out of your wheelhouse is a noble pursuit.
You've taught us a lot. Thanks, Abakir. Thanks, Faria.
Now that we've learned about Renin customs, why don't we ask someone about the Danon ones?
Sure, but who should we ask? I guess we could start by going to see Doc.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head to Uzlebek. Does Doc's knowledge include weddings and food and stuff like that too?
I'm not sure. But the more I think about it, I suppose those aren't really his areas of expertise.
Let's get to
I guess I have
check.
a bad habit of turning to Doc whenever I have a problem.
You must really trust him. It's good to have someone like that when you're lost or confused. And he clearly doesn't mind.
Yeah, him and Alphen are close. It's Alphen. Alphen was so she only loves her. Cheeky. This is actually really good so far. I like it. I like this quest so far.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Did we though? Did we really? Sorry, I don't mean to be a brat.
Hey, if we...
Oops, sorry.
Hey, Doc. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Weddings? I don't even know what that is, let alone what kind of
Oh,
food you
no.
should serve. Calaglio was poor, and we couldn't even afford to think about stuff like that when we were slaves.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I've heard of weddings. There's ceremonies
Have
for
you?
people that are getting married, right?
Married, you say? Alphen, you thinking of settling down?
He is.
It's more that I
But he'll
haven't
deny
thought about
it.
it enough, so I want to prepare a little for when the time comes.
How modest.
I was all prepared to take a parental role and give you my blessing, but you're not tying the knot? You know, Alphen, you really haven't changed at all.
Maybe not. There's still a lot I don't know. So much I have to learn.
So if Doc doesn't know anything, what now? I can't think of anyone else who might know about weddings.
Do you know anyone who's done that marriage ceremony? If you do, maybe you could ask them.
Oh, right! We do know one couple.
Kagari and Notio. Of course, why didn't I think of asking them? We attended their wedding, and theirs is the one that set off this whole wedding craze to begin with. They're the perfect pair for us to talk to.
Let's go do it.
Then our next destination is set. I'm sure they'll have all kinds of useful information.
Seems like everything's settled here then.
Good luck, Alphen.
Alphen is so honest. I mean, come on, man. We know what you're doing.
Next, we should go to Kagari and Notio's place. Let's head to Thistleum.
They sure get along well. Like they're in their own little world together.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
they're married. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, for them. But it's hard to know how to respond when they're acting like that.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. RPG Maker. It's really weird, but it's very fun. I'm just saying. That's a random thought, but hey. Really good for map making. When I was younger, I wanted to make RPGs. It looks so fun. But alas, it never happened. definitely a fan of them, though. I play a lot of RPGs. I still play a lot. Oh, the next part. My goodness.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah, all these sweetie things just get here. Yeah, sorry, loading popping. Let's chill. Let's do dialogue first.
Oh my, hello. Are you here for Notio? Or did you come to—
Both of you, actually. Can we ask you some questions about wedding ceremony?
Of course. It would be our pleasure. Our wedding ceremony is one of my most important memories with my beloved Kagari. Ask us anything.
What should we talk about first? How about the day I decided to marry my sweet Notio?
Sorry. Maybe we can get to that later. For now, I want to know about the food.
See, I'm currently gathering information on food that's served at weddings. What kinds of dishes guests will enjoy, that kind of thing. You two have experience, so I was hoping you could share your insights.
Of course. We'd be happy to. Our ceremony was very simple, but we did it our way.
We didn't worry too much about Danon or Renan traditions. We decided to do whatever made us happy.
It's the thought that counts, after all. I think you should prepare whatever the couple wants to eat. Or something...
This is cool. You get to kind of
The thought that counts.
plan for Alpha's
Taking
wedding.
care of your guests, you mean? Thank you. That's helpful.
Oh, and we prepared dishes with ingredients that are said to be auspicious.
Since everyone came all the way just for us, we wanted our guests to feel happy too.
Everyone who attended seemed to enjoy it, so I recommend doing the same.
But gathering everything was quite an ordeal. Remember, Notio? We were only able to serve what we did through sheer luck.
What do you mean by sheer luck?
The merchant we talked to said it was a miracle he got everything, and that he'd never be able to manage it again.
Wow, it's that much trouble. And it may be tough to procure those kinds of ingredients. If that's the case, we should try to gather everything ourselves and see what we can do.
You want to do
Oh,
that
man.
now? Even though you're not getting married yet?
Yeah, I want to make sure I know how to get what I need.
Oh, that stuff's gonna
I want all my
spoil.
bases covered.
Okay. You sure put your all into things you're serious about, huh, Al?
I appreciate your help, Law. So, what kinds of auspicious ingredients should we go after?
Sea bream is a high-class fish with an elegant taste, so it's often seen in celebratory meals in Thistleum.
They also said something about lemons bringing good luck. I don't know why, but they said it'll keep you from catching a cold.
Where I'm from, we eat rat pig meat on special occasions. It's supposed to be good for your health.
Sounds like certain ingredients carry special meaning. We'll see what we can scrounge out. Food we both like that also feels special. Guess I'll start with stuff I like. Be a good idea to find some spices.
You're my—
I never get tired of...
Oh, stop.
Dear me. Feels good to still be in love. Even after everything. The dust settles. I do hope you guys are enjoying so far. Just not much to say here. There are jokes in through the last episodes, but just not much to say here.
What goes on inside that head?
How unusual of you to eschew proper etiquette, Dohalim.
Having been temporarily relieved of my duties in Pelagian, I want to enjoy some respite from the chaos.
Your work there isn't all that bad, is it?
Well, while drowning in a sea of paperwork, I find that memories of our travels together constantly tempt my scattered mind, even though I'm well aware that it wasn't
There's so many
always
skits here.
glee.
It's natural for the mind to wander when it's been occupied with work for too long. Besides, our travels weren't all hardships either.
What about you? By all appearances,
I don't
you
know, the
seem to
base
feel
game
truly at
seemed
home
pretty
Do I?
unfunny for the most
I
part.
suppose I like it there for the same reasons you do. I think I know what you're trying to coax out of me, but no, not now.
Oh?
Not while duty calls, I suppose. Oh, how I look forward to retiring and leading a quiet life.
Don't expect to be able to retire that easily. You still have a lot left to do before then. But you can do it, Dohalim. You aren't alone, after all.
Nothing could be more invigorating to hear.
Aww.
To a bright future.
To a bright future.
Did you just kiss already? Like, damn.
Something still on your mind?
Do you think you'll ever call me Doe again?
Oh?
Ah, you're hopeless. Of course I will.
Aww. That's precious. It's a hopeless romantic, I guess.
Good. This came out just the way I
Oh
hoped.
dear. What are we gonna do with you, Alpha? What are we gonna do with you? Nothing can be done. Alpha is a character of doom. Hello. Alright. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. It doesn't matter. Okay, first thing we need is we need rat pig meat. Yeah. Rat pig meat. Which I didn't have these set up well enough. I accidentally, like, oops. So, my bad. We'll just get the meat from your farm. Which brings a question. Like, I remember first seeing rat pigs at Tales of the Abyss. And I thought, oh, rat pigs, they're pigs in the game. They give you pork. This game has pigs as well. So that's pork, clearly. What's rat pig meat? Is it a combination of pig and rabbit? That's what I'm beginning to think. Oh lord. A certain emperor would be most displeased. Most displeased. But yeah, if it's not done yet, just do stuff, make time pass to get your rat pig meat. Then you need the sea bean fish. Just come here and you'll get them. Might take you a minute because they gotta respawn, but just get them here. And you'll have your silver bean fish. First part of the quest. Kind of like how the high up point was for the flowers. It's pretty high up in Galaglia.
I know it'll be fine, but I'm always hesitant to let the blazing sword get wet.
I told you, don't worry about it. Our sword will be fine.
Our sword?
Oh.
How things change.
Wow.
You've already got some auspicious ingredients.
Hey, Alphen, why are you getting so much meat?
And on about how hard it'd be to get them. Seems I was wasting
Is there something you want to tell me?
It definitely wasn't easy.
Oh, but we're not done yet. Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay, I think we got a handle on how to gather what we need. I should be able to lend a hand next time someone's having a ceremony.
Yeah, you.
I also know what to do to prepare for my own wedding. Yeah, if I ever have one, I mean.
How about that? I think we got some good.
Oh, you will.
If you're doing all this to prepare for your own wedding, you should fully understand what your partner wants before planning the menu.
What my partner wants.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy.
It's not like that, Kagari. But people keep telling me the same thing. To take my partner's wishes into consideration. But I'm still just doing research, so I don't really understand what that means.
So you're doing research to understand what you want for yourself. I think that's wonderful too.
Some people are satisfied as long as they end up married and don't do any planning at all. Those kinds of people are the worst.
Sheesh. Tells you really fell.
That was a close one.
We got some great advice. So I think that should about do it for our culinary investigation.
I feel like there was some other auspicious food, but I can't recall what it was.
What? There's more?
I'm sorry, but I'm sure there was some delicious and auspicious food that both Renans and Danans enjoy. It was the hardest one to get our hands on. Someone knowledgeable about gourmet should know what it is.
Well, now that's got me curious. We've already come this far. We should try to gather some ingredients.
Man, I knew you'd say that. But how are we supposed to do that when we don't even know what you want? Ah, maybe that old man will know. You know, the one traveling around in search of fine delicacies?
Gordino. He's definitely the perfect person to ask.
Oh, dear.
I know, right?
I don't like him.
Talk to him next.
He's supposed to replace the Wonder Chef. He's heresy. He'll never be as good as the Wonder Chef. Yeah, I said it.
I wonder where our old foodie friend is now.
We'll probably run into him if we go somewhere famous for its food, right?
I hope he hasn't collapsed again while searching for his next culinary obsession.
Probably being far inferior to the Wonder Chef. That's probably what he's doing. He'll never be his grandeur. And no, I'm not sorry.
We finally made it.
Oh, look who it is. What can I do for you?
Oh, look at he.
An auspicious food for weddings that both Denons and Renans enjoy.
Okay, so are any of them something that,
Huh? What was that? Speak up.
Come on, Alphen.
Well, it's, Shion. I need something Shion likes.
Oh.
Wow! What are you so angry about? What did I do?
You exist.
Didn't do anything wrong, Gordino.
You exist.
Shion's name just kinda came to mind. Just leave it at that.
Well, I've got no idea what's going on. But I know just the thing for that young woman who's always hungry.
Oh, come on, just say it already.
Danons love it. Renans love it. That young woman who is always hungry does too. And it's auspicious. Boss Fish checks all the boxes.
Oh no.
World, they say that if you eat a boss fish at a
Oh no.
your family will be bestowed with safety.
I hate you.
Legends like that in gastronomy. But it sounds like Boss Fish is perfect. We'll scrounge some up.
Oh, it won't be that easy. Boss fish are hard to find. You aren't able to pass this test. You won't get my blessing to marry my daughter.
What?
But who said anything about marrying your daughter? I don't need your blessing.
Obviously, I'm joking. I don't have a daughter, but I've always wanted to say that.
Yeah. Get away from me. You suck.
Boss fish. Good luck getting your hands on some. You'll need it.
Oh, the boss fish. I remember that from the main game. Just go with any pond, I guess. It's a 3-level fish. 3 starfish.
Don't get careless now. We need to save our strength for the battle with the boss fish.
Wow, she's really into this.
The day would come where I face down a boss fish. This is so exciting.
Kasara, I'm about to turn you back into a fish. Don't test me, girl. Alright, let's go. Just keep tapping the right one to get...
Here we go.
Just make sure you have the best lure, best rod for the boss fish. And for it to even show up. And use the right keys to get the bigger fish to come to the lure, not the little basses. 1-star shits. We don't want the 1-star shits.
That's not a fish I see often.
And here's a 2-star.
Wow, what an awesome fish.
That's not what we need. We need a 3-star. Any 3-star is a boss fish. So, let's do it. Trust me, I cut out a lot of my failed attempts. Because I never really played this in the main game. This minigame. But we need it for this quest.
Dang, this fish is being stubborn. That was disappointing.
Yeah, see. I'll show some of my failed attempts. But no. The problem is, I think I'm getting old. So I used to be pretty good with reactionary commands when I was younger. But I think I'm getting old now. I'm a little rusty with reaction commands. Not when it comes to button mashing. I've learned from Kingdom Hearts 2 very well about button mashing. So that's not the problem. However, I think towards the end here, I kind of got some of that back. A little bit. Not much, but yeah. Ooh. 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 Yes. Looks like I finally got it back. I bet. I hadn't really done reactionary command stuff in a while.
That was disappointing.
Oh, I failed. Damn. Oh, we're not giving up. As you can see, I started to get some of it back. See, we're just not a button mash off.
Boy, she's a big one.
But oh well. Come on, Kasar, you were a fish yourself for time. You can catch one of your brethren. Look at her Flynn's outfit. Just waving around his cape like she just don't care. What are we gonna do with her? Come on. You asshole. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I guess the fish thing here, I had to concentrate, so when it comes to the fishing thing here, it is post-commentary for the fishing.
This is quite the catch, if I do say so.
Yes.
That thing lives on Dana?
Yeah. I just had to really focus. But I got it, finally.
So this is the boss fish? Nice.
Let's deliver it to Gordino.
Yeah, the knockoff Wonder Chef. Loser. He'll never be anything the Wonder Chef was. He wishes he was the Wonder Chef. Freaking loser.
Oh, there's no mistaking it. That's a boss fish for sure. But hospitality would be meaningless if it were easy, now wouldn't it? Okay, I'll allow you to marry her. But I'm... not this again. Jokes aside, if you can get your hands on boss fish, then you should be able to get any ingredients you need.
Thanks. I think it's fair to say we perfectly understood how to gather what we need.
We learned about wedding dishes and how to gather the ingredients. So you must be satisfied now, right, Alvin?
Indeed. I owe you my thanks as well, Law.
If you ever need more advice about the menu for your wedding, don't hesitate to come see your friend Gordino. Regardless, my fabulous recipe deserves a name. Absolutely exquisite. I have harmonized.
Oh, this guy's terrible.
I hope someday she'll be on board with making the menu too, Alvin.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure she, or your partner, will be happy with anything Gordino cooks.
Something my partner will enjoy.
Yeah.
I need to think about that, too.
Something bothering you?
No, it's just... everyone we've talked to has mentioned the same thing. My ultimate goal is to learn more about weddings and marriage. That hasn't changed. But Kagari and Notio said that isn't enough. That I have to think more about my partner.
Right, that's why we looked into boss fish. Isn't that enough?
Maybe. But I don't know if it counts as taking my partner into consideration. I have to give it some more thought.
Alvin.
A lot about ingredients and cooking.
Let me know the next time you're having trouble. I'll be glad to help.
Thanks. I appreciate the offer.
No problem. Leave it all to me.
Yes, Law, we will leave it to you. Alright, now we're finally out of that one. That was just so annoying. If I had to be honest with you.
So, Alvin, how's your pursuit of wedding knowledge progressing?
With everyone's help, I've been able to look into several things I was curious about.
Happy to hear it.
I'm still clueless when it comes to marriage in general. I'm still in the dark on what married life is like after the ceremony is over.
It does seem as though that would be a separate set of knowledge. You'd need a new home, furnishings for it.
Home? You need a house if you get married?
Yeah?
It's not a requirement, but generally speaking, it even came up in the conversation amongst the ladies that sparked your quest for knowledge. Shion said she wanted a warm home to live in, remember? It's completely normal to think of such things.
It is?
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Then the next thing I research will be where to live after getting married. I want to know everything that's needed.
Yeesh.
Very well. You know, I once heard someone say, marriage is not the destination, but a new departure. I believe those were Droshin's words of wisdom.
Really? Does that mean Droshin's married?
He is indeed. Seeing as he has experience, you may wish to seek his counsel.
All right, let's go.
Alright. Got a destination. For a boy Alpha.
Now that I think about it, life after marriage is obviously more important than the wedding itself. A wedding is a single day. Your life together after that goes on for years and years.
True. It is certainly a topic worthy of careful consideration.
I think Shion will be impressed, so. Alpha. He's trying.
We finally made it.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
There's something I want to talk to you about. I heard you're a married man, so...
You once spoke to me about the necessities in everyday life after marriage. Do you recall? We've come to you because Alphen would like to hear what you have to say. Can you inform him of what is necessary?
Is that so? Now that's a serious consultation. If you're going to get married, I think you first need to decide where you want to live.
No, I'm not getting married in the immediate future. I'm just curious and doing some research.
I see. Even so, I think you'll get an idea of what you need. Picture what you want for yourself. Are there any cities you thought would be nice to live in?
No, not really. I've never given it any thought.
No. Shion once said that she enjoys the mood of gazing upon the snow of Cyslodia, and that doing so calms her. Other than that, she also mentioned that she finds the weather pleasant in Gannett Harrows.
She did? Maybe that means she wants to live in Cyslodia or Gannett Harrows someday. I was just reacting to Shion's comments. Don't read into it too much.
Of course, we would never.
If you don't have any strong preference on where you want to live, maybe you should spend some time traveling around. Cast aside your preconceived notions and look around with an objective eye. You'll likely discover some conditions you can't compromise on.
Thanks. I think it's worth a try. Should we start by visiting Cyslodia then? I can see what Bregan has to say too.
By all means. I think it's smart to learn about marriage and all it requires well in advance. Married life is like a long journey. If you don't care for and support each other, the most important thing is to discuss and understand each other. Two people living together...
We've strayed quite far from the matter at hand. And it seems this is going to take a while yet.
Not as long as the speech you gave at Kagari and Notio's wedding.
My apologies. Are you in a hurry? I still have more to share.
Thanks for your help.
Hey, Alpha, don't be a catty.
I'll rest the next time I see you.
Homes in Cislodia are constructed to withstand the snow. That's one of their good points.
I never thought much about how a house is designed. This is all so new to me.
You need to start keeping an eye out for this kind of stuff. Wandering aimlessly won't cut it.
Just as we know he wants to marry Shion. Alright, well, you know where you need to go.
What? You're looking for a place to live?
Yeah.
We're gathering information about marriage. More specifically, we're currently looking into the process of house hunting.
Sounds complicated. I don't know anything about all that, but we'll welcome you with open arms if you want to move here.
Thank you for saying so.
Thing is, there are some difficulties with living here, as you know. For one thing, there are more disputes between fellow Danans here than in other nations.
I'd hope they'd all get along better after they were free.
Nope.
I understand things still have a ways to go.
The other thing is that, in general, Renans aren't allowed into the city. You get lots of Renans coming to see you, don't you, Alfred? I know you've got both Renans and Danans in your crew.
Yeah, that could be a problem anytime Renans want to come visit.
The last issue is that the land around Cislodia is barren. It isn't easy to secure the food you need. We're not starving yet, but there's not much by the way of access.
So, if someone with, say, an incredibly high metabolism were to move in, it would put more strain on the food supply?
I have the same thought. Even if I'm comfortable, the person I live with may not be.
Yes. I think it's important to keep that viewpoint in mind when looking at other cities as well.
Thanks for talking with us, Bregan.
Dilliam's such a bro.
I'm not looking to move just yet. But when the time comes, I'll remember everything you said.
Been a pleasure. Come by any time. Gathering information, house hunting. You got some big life changes planned there, Alphen? If it is what I think it is. Nah, I won't pry.
Thanks, Bregan.
Of course it's what you think it is.
Shall we depart for Pelegion? I will refrain from shamelessly recommending it, though.
Yeah, let's. The more places we can visit, the more informed I'll be. Plus, we can talk with Gung and see if he has any advice. Going to Cislodia really helped me understand some of what's important when deciding on a place to live.
If we continue to observe different locales, we will be able to understand more clearly what type of location is best.
Alright. So now you know where to go next.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Okay, let Shion know. Our plotting. Shion finds out we're doomed. Alright. Music's here is pretty good.
Did you need something?
I have a question for you. Can you spare some time if you're not busy with your duties?
I've always got time for you. I still owe you a huge debt.
Yes, you do.
After all, it's thanks to what you all did a year ago that we regained the most important thing a human has.
All we did was help. It's you guys who actually took it back.
Even then, I still have a debt owed to you. So, what do you want to talk about?
I'm trying to decide where I want to live a little further down the road, when I'm ready to settle down. We're traveling around to various places to see how they strike me. Now we're here. So, how's life in Pelagian?
Hey, it's great that things have calmed down enough for you to think about settling down, even if it's still a ways off. But as far as living here, look, it's a beautiful city, and Renans live here comfortably. The problem is, Anans can't say the same. Plus, there are probably more than a few Renans here that would be less than pleased with your presence.
I guess it isn't the best for me.
Oof.
The city being beautiful is important to people who care about aesthetics, but...
I think Ganya is right. The Legion is far from ideal for you, at least in its current state. If our efforts are met with continued success, perhaps one day it will be a city where anyone can live without issue. If possible, it would be great to reach that point before you've chosen a place to settle.
I'll be working hard towards that goal myself. You once told me that you fight against anyone who uses force to take what doesn't belong to them.
That's right.
I really took those words to heart and decided I wanted to help create a society free from hate. You've never let me down, never betrayed my trust. This time, I want you to trust in me. I will make this city a suitable place for you and your future family to live.
All right. I believe you, Doctor. I'm glad we came to Pelagian, even though it was for my own personal reasons. It gave me the chance to talk with Ganya and you about these kinds of things.
So, what should we do next? Should we make our way to Mahag Sar?
Tensions are still high there, so I'm not sure if it'd be right to take anyone's time with my personal issues. I think we can rule out the yes. I'd cause way too many problems for Beifong.
I mean, it's kinda...
Yes, through trade and the occasional information exchange. If the opportunity arises, can I let them know you've begun thinking about your future?
Sure, as long as you don't make a big deal out of it. I'm really just doing some research for now.
Should we return to Vicent then? It is a relaxed and cozy place after all.
You want him to live there, don't you?
Who could we talk to there?
How about Kisara's friend, Legil? She can likely offer opinions from a viewpoint different from Groshen's.
Good idea. Let's go see if she'll talk with us.
Hey guys. I think Dolheim wants,
I'm not sure what options will be left. I had no idea it was this hard to find a place to live.
I think Dolheim wants Alpha to live with a
The situation
house.
changes by the day. Even if it was difficult this time, it may not be the same in the future. Plus, Legil's a reliable person to go to for advice. I bet she can provide us with useful information.
Alright.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Likio, sorry to bother you. Can we chat with you about life in Descent?
Oh, I'm happy you come to me for advice.
But life in Vicent? Why? Is someone going to move here?
I'm considering it, but I haven't decided or even thought about a lot of details. For now, I'm traveling around and trying to find a place that would be nice to settle into once my journey is over.
Is that so? Well, I think Vicent is a great place to live. But recently, the population is exploding, and there isn't much space. It's overcrowded.
Guess there are downsides to Vicent's skyrocketing popularity.
But if you're going to live in Menancia, there are other options besides Vicent. For example, you can build a house near Traslita Highway just outside of town.
Outside of town? Thought hadn't occurred to me.
I know a really nice spot. However, it's currently inhabited by a gigantic Zoogle.
Oh. Well, we can handle that.
Problem when we go scout the location.
Oh, that would be a huge help. Would you please?
Okay, we'll take care of it. We can't build a house if Zoogles live there.
Thanks. I appreciate it. By the way, I apologize if I've got the wrong idea here, but if marriage is the reason you end up relocating, then can I have your wedding bouquet? I already told Kisara, but I heard that if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll always be single and alone.
So you're where she heard that preposterous rumor?
Plot twist, Kasara's going around telling people bullshit.
Take care of the Zoogle on Traslita Highway.
Because she's actually secretly the final boss.
We must eliminate any threats that lurk there.
Honestly, wonderful place for Alpha to live. Alpha to Cheon. I think Cheon would love it. To be honest.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Nice. So you can get that if you want. We'll see on some Zoogles. Hopefully it'll show up good. Fair code.
That thing looks pretty menacing.
Ah, nothing we can't handle.
It'll be easy. Hey Alphen, why are you looking around? for places to live. Are you gonna live by yourself? Or, I mean, I wouldn't, mind living with you.
Look! Isn't that what Legil was talking about? A giant Zoogle?
Looks like it. Let's get this done.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Outstanding form!
Hit a word! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Get I'll leave it to you! Carve through armor!
We'll be okay.
An opening! Start with a punch, then land a kick, and your history! Not today!
Don't mind if I do.
Far enough! I'm on it! There you go!
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Now, what are you guys up to? Alfred's like, don't worry about it.
Such unadulterated fury.
In a bind? Bestow thy mystic mercy. Double demon
Is that another one?
It is. I can't ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
There's only one storm. Our future will hold many more.
Not exactly.
Slugmite, huh? Jay would be proud. I know I'm proud.
Almost there.
Don't let your guard down.
I'll bring you back from
Demon bag! Double demon bag!
I'll bring you back from dust to dust. Eat dirt.
It won't escape me. Ignite!
I'm out of ammo.
Hands on the wind.
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
It's a pretty nice spot, like Legil said. A great view, and relaxing too.
Sounds as though you like it then. I too feel this would be a good spot for you.
I feel like I could just wake up, check out the view, do a little stretching, and be ready for a big day.
Feeling good about your environment is important. Now, shall we return to Vicente and inform the guild?
Yes. We have found our place to live.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Yeah.
We defeated the Zoogle, Legil.
Thanks. So, how was the location?
Man, that was a nice spot. I can see myself enjoying life there. Maybe that means it's a good fit for me.
I think that when you get married and look for a home in earnest, what we've learned will aid quite a bit in your search.
Yeah, I thought that as long as they had 4 walls and a roof, all houses were the same regardless of where they are. I was wrong.
I thought that much was obvious.
You would think.
I'm glad you like it. If you seriously consider moving here, please let me know. The house itself is just as important as the location, so I can introduce you to a pro who can help with everything from layout to paint color.
Thanks, Legil.
You'll have a lot to think about, especially considering you won't be the only person living in the house. It seemed you had someone on your mind as we were traveling, but are you satisfied with the information we gathered?
I really don't know anything, so I thought that it would be enough to learn about marriage in general. That isn't enough. Nearly everyone we met told me to think more about my partner. So I was trying to keep my partner in mind as I did my research, but honestly, I'm not sure if what I've done is correct.
I see. I believe that no knowledge or experience is without its merits. Right now, your head is full of worry and doubt, but it's a necessary step towards finding a better future for yourself.
I hope you're right.
You've only just begun to think about your future. There is no need to rush these things, Alphen.
No, he doesn't have to.
Go, honey. Thank you. Choosing a home is basically setting your future life in stone.
It's important to think practically about the future. For example, calculating your spending so you know how much you'll save in 1 year.
I bet you're good at planning out your future down to the smallest detail, Kisara.
I'd say she's alright. Alright.
Seems like your research into weddings and marriage is going well, Alphen.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Yeah, thanks to everyone's help. I've got Law and she on distraction duty, so I have some time.
Oh, no.
There may not be anything left to look into. I didn't know a thing before, but I've learned a lot, and I've gained a little confidence now.
That's great.
I want to thank you again, Kisara. I've given things a lot of thought, and I think I've come to understand what makes weddings great. It's a ceremony to bring happiness to the person you care about most. Maybe that's why they're so popular these days.
You've come a long way. Remember how you panicked when you realized you knew nothing about marriage?
Yeah, he did.
By the way, I think there's something else that comes before the wedding. Have you already looked into it?
What? Something that comes before the wedding?
Of course. You're going to propose, right?
I haven't gotten any info on that yet, but I think it's enough to simply ask, will you marry me?
Wait, that's it?
What else is there?
Don't worry about it. You'll come up with something. Now then, I must be off.
Go, Kisara, what is it?
Kisara, wait! Don't forsake me! Please, I'm begging you.
I don't know what the person you want to marry will think, but usually the atmosphere when you profess your feelings is important.
Oh, that.
You're asking them to spend the rest of their life with you. So you have to make that idea as enticing as possible, or they make the locations also important. It's a moment you'll both remember forever. It should be in an elegant and beautiful place. Say, take her to a floral garden by the seaside. Gently take her by the hand and sweetly whisper to her your everlasting love.
A floral garden by the sea. I don't know any place like that.
Yeah, you do.
That was, just an example. Some people put a lot of thought into proposals, whether they be marriage proposals or not.
But I should choose a place that makes me seem enticing. That won't be easy.
I think your best traits are your kindness, decisiveness, and strength.
By strength? Do you mean with the sword?
No,
That's
Alphen.
part of it, but you also have the strength of mind to stand firm in your beliefs, like touching Shion without fearing her thorns. If you can show those traits to your partner, then she's sure to say yes.
I see. The problem is, I don't know how I can show her how strong my feelings are.
Well, I just heard a disturbing rumor. Apparently, a dangerous Zoogle has taken up residence in the Iglia Wastes.
We've definitely got to do something about that. But what does that have to do with what we were talking about?
You don't get it? The strength of your feelings is basically your courage. You should show Shion you're not afraid to face powerful enemies.
Sora?
Well, I don't have a partner yet. Plus, is something that simple good enough?
Sora?
I'm not saying it's the best method, but I think it's one way of going about it.
You're trying to get Alpha killed.
I should face the Zoogle alone.
Oh no.
My feelings are true, right?
I don't know. That might be a little too dangerous. There's a difference between courage and recklessness, Alpha.
Courage, just imagine it. It seems the reality.
I want to give it a shot. I want you to walk.
So you want to practice on the Zoogle in the Iglia Waste, right? Got it. If it doesn't go well, we can just think of something else. If things get hairy, I'll jump in to help.
Thanks. Then all I have to do is decide on a place. Elegant and beautiful. Nothing comes to mind.
Don't worry about it for now. You have time. Let's head to the Iglia Wastes and lay waste to that Zoogle.
Sorry, you're trying to get Alpha killed. But yeah, you gotta fight alone. No help from anybody. So have fun with that.
Fighting alone against a powerful foe is the perfect chance to test myself. Lately, I've always had Shion and the others nearby, so I guess it's been a while.
Don't lose sight of your goal. You're trying to show your courage, not your recklessness.
Oh, Alpha. Well, if you're gonna get yourself killed, buddy. That's okay. Just make sure Alpha's ready, and you should be alright. It's not actually that hard.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
It's alright, we don't have wings. We aren't Crucius. Yeah. I just make sure Alpha's ready. Or you will regret it.
With all this money, I'd kill for a night out on the town.
No gambling. You got that?
What?
Boring old fuddy-duddy.
Oh, come on. The old Tales games let us do that. Stop trying to ruin the Tales series for a while.
Good. This came out.
Have fun, Alvin.
Up and at 'em.
But I'm still all sleepy.
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
What were we told about that, Zoogle? I could tell you.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Okay. Alright, well. We're not going after them, though.
There's the giant Zoogle, and there are more around it.
Okay, I'm going in. You watch from a distance.
Goodbye, elephant.
Looks like you're in danger. Good luck, Alpha.
Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Yeah. Yeah, that's also kind of funny, I think.
Scarlet Inferno! Dazzle! Soaring Light! You picked the wrong fight! Mirage! Try harder!
Yeah, Kasara, you're not gonna need to help me. I'm good. I got this. What does this hand the heavenly brine? Not trying to be.
Here I come! Azure Storm! Double Demon Fang! Slash! Crush! Orochi's Fury! Double Demon Fang! Crush! We did it! More? Azure Storm! I'll incinerate them! Double Demon! Plasma Shock! Tear! Rising Phoenix! Orochi's Fury! We did it! More?
A lot more. Well, after one else, have a pencil going, buddy. It is nice to let you kind of have a hand in this. It's pretty fun. I did that.
Destruction! This should do it! Slash! Swallow Blade! Slash! Infernal Torrent! Here I come! I'm not done! Swallow Blade! More?
A lot more.
Shockwave Slash! You picked the wrong fight! More? Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! More? Plasma Shock! Here I come! Ha! Blow away! There! Azure Storm! inside me yearns to be let free.
Wait, what? Alpha. You talk to Shion not that? I'm sure Shion wouldn't mind. Oh man. Their faces! Their faces! So cute. Hilarious. You see, Shion, Kasara was trying to torture Alpha. Sorry to break it to you.
Shion? Wait, I can explain.
Explain? You're trying to kill my boyfriend.
Hold on, Alphen. I'm coming to help.
Damn it, Law.
Don't get careless.
You tell me? Ignite!
Here! Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Yay, Shion back with us. Very nice. Beforehand, it used a lot of items in this fight. But now, no. With Shion back, we're right as rain. Yeah. We're gonna be proud. Indignation. Nah, Alpha doesn't know indignation. Yet.
Almost there.
Don't let your guard down.
Eternal devastation! Azure Storm! This one's all not today!
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Azure Storm! Demon Fang!
Doesn't look good on you guys. Like you're trying to kill her husband.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you. Finish this. Lightning! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Glacial spear. Pierce Evo.
Sword Rain Alpha! Raining Slash! Crush! Demon Fang!
None shall escape my judgment.
Double Demon Fang! Crush!
Here's a healing art.
Infernal Torrent! Here I come! Strike! Raining Slash!
Yeah, I'm just judging all of you.
The blazing sword's all fired up!
I'll heal you all. Will this help?
Slap the shot!
Healing circle.
Now I can let loose. Nice. Now I can keep at it.
I didn't heal you just so you can get hurt again.
I know.
Aww.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Shion, before we talk, can we go someplace quiet?
Oh.
Sure. Now that you're safe, I'm in no hurry.
Aw. That's cute.
Thanks. Let's head for the volcano then.
Oh. Time for romance. Yes, it's time for romance.
What? So the reason everyone's been talking in secret has been because they're helping you?
Yes, that's right. I've been looking into something. I asked everyone to keep it from you.
Looking into something? What is it? And why am I the only one you didn't tell?
See, I've been thinking about the future. What I want to do, where I want to go, things like that. But I didn't have enough knowledge, so I knew I needed to get more. I didn't want the person I want to be with to think I'm unreliable for not knowing anything.
Aww.
I see. So you've been traveling around and getting advice from various people?
That's right. And a lot of them told me that when I gather information, I need to think more about the person I want to be with. In the end, I'm not really sure if I've accomplished what I set out to do, though. I'm sorry I kept it a secret. I thought that if I included you, I'd end up completely relying on you.
Oh.
Alphen.
I'm really sorry.
Alphen, people told you to think more about the person you want to be with when you do your research. But wouldn't it be best to do the research together with that person? What's wrong with relying on her? Anyone who knows you understands you're someone who can be counted on. I mean, if I were that person, I'd certainly rather do it with you than be kept in the dark.
Together. That makes sense. Maybe I was trying to show off or something.
But if this person knew how far you and everyone else went for her, I'm sure she'd be very happy. Your methods may have been flawed, but your heart was in the right place.
Oh, she caught
She'd
on.
be thrilled to know how much you and everyone else care about her.
She knows. Come on. She's smart.
Just let me say this. Once everything is calmed down and you're ready, let's sit down and talk.
Oh.
Okay, got it. Let me say something, too. Next time there's something I want to research, will you come with me?
Of course she will. You know she will.
Of course, Alphen. You don't even need to ask. I'm looking forward to it.
That's sweet. It's a very sweet quest, so. And I'm also going to go over her diary. I'm not going to read it myself, but you can read it. You can just pause and read.
At first, I wasn't sure what would happen. But it seems like you found out what you wanted to know. So I guess things worked out.
Although Shion did scold us a bit.
That's no surprise. We did keep a secret from her, even if it was only for a short time.
Not telling her the truth was so hard. I was at the end of my rope and almost blurted it out a few times. I'm so glad she found out.
Sorry for putting you through all that, guys. I learned a lot from this.
Then it was worth the trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I always wish the best for you, Alphen.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Take care, guys. Next time I'll be even more talkative. I just kind of just let the quest speak for itself. So sorry for being so quiet. Enjoy reading the diary, and I'll leave off here. Take care, everyone. Next time I'll be more talkative, and it will be the final episode, which will include the review. See you around.